Hi everybody, it's Amber Whittemore. I'm back. So the last month I've taken a break from doing my lives, and now I am back and I'm going to try to fit this. I'm not sure if this is the day that's going to work, but I have Thursdays off, so it should work. So it's a little bit whatever. I'm like, but how are you guys doing? I miss you guys. I miss card making. I miss a lot of things. But I've been keeping active. I've been trying to update my Creative with Amber group, and I'm hoping that you guys see it. I will be putting an order in soon. So if you guys want to order something, private message me. If it's under 50, if it's over 50, you really want to put your order in, or I can, and then we can get you a celebration item. Because we have celebration too. And I don't want you to lose out on the free goodies. Also, when you join up under me right now, you get to pick one of the sets in the mini catalog, which is so cool, on top of your 100 and I think it's $25 or $35 for $99 plus free shipping plus all this other stuff. And then after that, your next order will have your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator discount, and you don't have to do lives, you don't have to do anything. You get to just enjoy the fact that we all make cards together, and it's awesome. And I don't know about you, but if you're making Christmas cards, you want to go through this catalog and you want to order now, because you got to remember that holiday time, it goes fast, and you always want to be kind of a season ahead. And they're shipping out really fast. And enough about that, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to have some fun with you guys. Alright, so I'm going to say I got my annual catalog out. And let's see. Let's see if I can find. As you can see, I'm a little unprepared. This is my first live in a while, since before the kickoff of our celebration. I had a lot go on. I got hired at a new job, and after filling out a new form, that's when, I got into a car accident that got us told. Thankfully, nobody got injured. But enough about that. So today I had an awesome class, and it had all to do with the birdhouse, the garden birdhouse, which is an $18 stamp set, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and there's so much you can do with it. I absolutely love it. And even in the winter months when I'm hoping for spring, this is going to be my little go-to to make my winter a little warmer. So as you can see, it's got all these beautiful, the three little birdhouses. We got some birds, a branch, we got the stalk, the hanging things, some flowers, we even have grass. And it's got a really cool hello and a welcome, and then there's welcome, and then there's a back, so you can do welcome back. So glad you're here. Birthday wishes, and hope each moment of your day is as special as you are. Absolutely love this set. It's got beautiful sentiments, and it's just all around fun. And as you know, I love to color, so this stamp set is definitely for you. You don't have to, as you can see in the catalog, it sits there, and this is done with a water brush and watercolor paper, which is really cool. I tried to do this, it didn't work out so for me, but other people might have better luck than me. Alright, so I want to show you my cards that we did today. So we have this one. I want to take it out of the plastic, and I keep them in the plastic because when I do that, I write down the dimensions. So we got this, and it's up on dimensionals as birthday wishes, and there's nothing in there, but it's pretty. It's got a lot of layers. Really pretty. I got inspired by Pinterest actually for a lot of these cards, but the card we're making today is going to be one that I designed myself. So I'm going to go like that. Let's see. Now I'm getting used to this whole thing, so forgive me. It's been a while. And this is another card we did. And this is a layered look, and then I stamped the cardstock to give it a different look. So we'll sit there. And that one doesn't have it in there. In my class, I was just kind of making them up as I go because they just are so easy. You just stamp a little birdhouse in there. It's really cool. And here's another one that's more of a white. It looks more simple. It's got the color-encoded cardstock, some splattering technique going on in there. I wish you could see it. Maybe if I bring it up to the camera a little more. You can kind of see it. But there's like an inside that's piece of DSP. You can use any color DSP, whatever to match. Hi, Connie. You know what? I don't need to see me. I'd rather see the comments. So we got this pretty card going on here. And the card we're going to do today actually uses 2 different stamp sets, but you don't need it. And I actually use Sending Healing Thoughts Your Way, but that's not part of the stamp set. But you can use any sentiment with this. That's why I really like it. It's not geared towards anything. Oh, let me get rid of that. But this is the one we're going to do today. We're going to have some splattering, some blending techniques, and I'm even going to pull out my Stamparatus, which is amazing. But this is the card we're going to be doing today. Alright. So first things first, I got some lovely card pieces. So we're going to go like that. Alright, so for your white pieces, we're going to go with our Stampin' Up! Standard of 5 1/4 by 4, and then the white piece is 2 1/2 by 3 1/2, and this little one is 3/4 by 2 3/4. It could be hand cut. It doesn't need to be cut as special. It just needs to fit your sentiment that you pick. And then we have our standard card base, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And this is going to be cut, this is cinnamon cider, and that's going to be cut at, let's see, looks like it's 5 by 4, like right here, but I'm going to actually show you, that's what I'm going to cut the other one in. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the stamping on the bird. Hey, you know what? We're going to do the cinnamon cider and get a Stamparatus and do it by layer. So I have the full-size stamp, a stacked stone. You can also use a block. I just find using the Stamparatus a lot easier. But it's up to you. So I've already pre-stamped it in a different color so I can see it when I put it down. And it's going to go about right there, right where I want it. There we go. And I'm going to get my heavy-duty magnets. And I have this a little bit bigger than what I want it to be. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use magnets with this. I'm going to use tape. Because it is a full-size stamp. And the awesome magnets are going to get in the way of stamping it. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to get that in the picture and move that out of the way. And we're going to be using Cinnamon Cider, which is one of our ink colors from 2020 to 2022. And I'm doing this on a slanted surface, which is not as suggested. It just pops it up a little bit, like so. And I put a stamp case underneath, so I can brace the screen on. But this is the stacked stone. This is in the annual catalog. So we're going to ink this baby up. And the wonderful part about the Stamparatus is if it doesn't come out directly the right way the first time, you can re-ink it and get it darker. Alright, so I'm just going to push going on here and see if I like it. See, I got all that. I didn't put any pressure on there. So I'm going to give it a little more ink because I want it a little darker. I'm going to move this back over here. There we go. And I'm going to take that tape off, and it's not going to matter because we're going to trim that off. So that's the hair like this. Alright. So I'm going to take my paper cutter, and I'm going to cut this because it's a little under 4, which is fine. But I'm going to make this 5. And then I'm going to make this at 3 3/4. There's like that. And we'll sit there and do this beautiful card. Alright, so we got our piece right here. I'm going to put that aside for now. And then I'm going to pull out these sheets. And I'm going to get my Memento Black. I'm going to have all stamps with the Stamparatus. Yes, you can, Connie. You can use any stamp. And the Stamparatus comes with, even if you have the clear stamps, it comes with the foam mat, which you put it under there, because I'm using a red rubber stamp, which is thicker. And this replaces the red rubber, so you can use the clear polymer stamps, which is really cool. Yes, Lisa, you need to get one of those gadgets. They are amazing. Alright, so now, let's see. I'm going to get my garden birdhouse stamps, and excuse me because I'm trying this out. I got to pull out my stamp, my acrylic blocks. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my branch with my leaves, and I'm gonna place it on here like so. I'm gonna ink it up. I played with this set all day long, and I gotta say I'm not tired of it. Alright, so I'm gonna do a little bit up here. And it's going to go off. And that's okay, because that's what I want. And you're welcome, Connie. And I'm going to put it over here, like so. And I'm not letting this card go out naked on the inside either. So I'm going to put this branch here, like so. I'm going to take my chamois, clean off my stamp. Love this thing. So much better than the Stampin' Scrub. Alright. Now I'm going to take this little thing, and it's just a little hanger. I'm going to give myself an inky dinky little block so I have better control. I'm going to put that right there. And because these are clear polymer stamps, what you can do if you don't, because they will bend, what you can do is sit there and pick it up if you put it the other way, and it'll go the way it's supposed to. But that's the cool thing, you can make them bend and do whatever you want. There's one, and then we're gonna do this one right here, like so. And I did this birdhouse, but you can do any birdhouse you want. You know what? Maybe I'm going to do two different ones. One on the inside and one on the outside. Why not? So I'm going to take this birdhouse and you can line it up. That's the beautiful part about the clear ones. You can line. And it's not really connected. I didn't do so hot on that, but that's okay. I don't mind, because I'll color it and it'll connect for me. And the really cool thing about some of our Stampin' Up stamps, clear polymer stamps, I noticed that Stampin' Up has been putting the pictures back here. And I prefer to put them on here, but they're great to keep track of ones so you don't lose them. Especially those teeny little birds. Alright, that one's bending. So, I'm going to put this one right about here. See, that connects really good. Alright. Let's see. So this one says sending healing thoughts your way, but I'm going to use hope each moment of the day is as special as you are. Or you know what? I'm going to make it a birthday wish card, I think. Yeah, I like that one. I've been doing so many of these that I'm like, I don't need to use that one. So I'll take my little sentiment, and like you said, you can cut it out to any size you need. It's not a special punch or anything. And I don't like that because I don't think it's straight enough. So I'm going to try like this. That's better. I like that better. Oh. What did I do? I want that in cinnamon cider. That's alright. Like I said, doesn't matter the size. It could be in black, it doesn't really matter. But I prefer it in cinnamon cider, so I think it pulls the cinnamon cider better. There we go. I like the softer look of the cinnamon cider, so that's the one I'm going to use today. Like I said, this is very optional to you. Alright. So, there's that. Alright, so now I'm going to get my Stampin' Blends going. And And because I'm using my cinnamon cider, because I have cinnamon cider going on there, I'm just kind of outlining the tree. You could always stamp it in cinnamon cider too. It's all up to you. It's not really, and I'm just taking the thin end of the marker. I'm just kind of playing with it. It's not a perfect thing. And then I'm going to do the leaves. I'm going to do it in light mossy meadow. There we go. Like I said, it's a quick one. It doesn't take long at all. They're just little leaves, just giving it color. Like so. Nothing fantastic. Just to give it some pretty color. Don't want to miss it later. Ew, I got to go back here and do this. So I'm gonna outline. This is the inside of my card. Right here. Yeah, I'm just giving it a color. And nothing, this is quick coloring. This is not, you know, sitting here for hours doing it. This can actually be a quick card. I enjoy coloring. It relaxes me. What relaxes you guys? After a stressful day, or you just need some time to yourself, what do you do? And then I'm going to take, I think I'm going to start with light so saffron, which is a yellow. I want my birdhouse yellow. It makes it happy. So I'm taking the light one like this with the fat end. And then I'm going to take the skinny end, and then I'm going to get a little bit darker in here. And just give it some highlight and some shadows. I'm going to go like that. I want it dark down here. And then I'm going to take my light and sit there and just go over it like that. Hi, Kara. How are you? And then I'm going to do this, you know, I'm going to do it in the light brown. I'm going to do it in crumb cake. So I'm going to take my light version, and I think it's almost time for me to get a new crumb cake. That doesn't shock me. It's one of my favorite browns. And then I'm going to take this and highlight these ones right here. Just give it, you know what, I want this a little brown. I'm going to give it a little different. I want it to be different today. And then I'm just kind of going under the lines. And then I'm going to go back over the light just to blend it in so it's not so sharp. Alright, now I'm going to color this one, and I think I'm going to do it in yellows again. So I'm going to take that So Saffron, and I'm just doing it quick. Nothing fantastic. But I think this one, yeah, Connie, you work too much. I'm going to give it there. But I think I'm going to give it, I'm going to use Dark Poppy Parade, and I'm going to give this baby a red door. And then I'm going to pull back. My crumb cake. And see, I'm just going to go like this. Like this. Yeah, I definitely think I need a new crumb cake. I'm going to take the dark. And now I'm going to get this part right here. I'm going to give this part right here. This part right here. And I'm going to give some shadow down here because it's underneath. And go like this. And there we go. That's enough. Yeah. I'll go like this. I like the fat end when I'm blending with the lighter one. But it's personal preference, honestly. And then, because I made a little boo-boo, I'm going to take my black stamping right in the thin end, and I'm just going to kind of connect it, and they won't know a thing. See? Thank you, Connie. Alright, so we're going to go do some fun. And I got my blendable brush. And I'm going to pull out Balmy Blue. Like so. And then we're going to move these. Make sure I have a nice open spot. And I'm going to get some good color on there. And I'm going to tap it off because I don't want it too sharp. And then I'm going to add some blue in there. And that's what I love about the alcohol markers. It does nothing to this. And I'm kind of leaving a white spot. I'm doing that on purpose. So we got some nice blue going on there. And I'm gonna do the same thing. It's just a circular motion. There's no real artistic move to it. And I'm just going to do it. And then kind of down the bottom. And give it a little color all over. And that gives it some blue. And that's Balmy Blue. You didn't hear the color again. And then I'm going to pull out my Balmy Blue dark marker. And I'm going to take the fat end of the marker. And then take anything, it doesn't have to be a marker, I just use the other marker. And I'm going to add some blue splatter to it to give it some interest. Like that. Same with this one. And I'm going to do a little extra, but you don't have to. It's all optional. I have my Wink of Stella, and you can do the same thing, and it actually gives you shimmer paper. So you can give it a little shimmer. I wish you could see it. It sparkles like... You ever see a fresh snow? And then you see all the sparkling colors from the light when it hits it? That's what it looks like to me. And I really love doing it. I actually stocked up on these because of Christmas, because it's one of my favorite things to enhance it. So I sit there, and that's all that works. I love Wink of Stella. It's a little easier than using full-on glitter. It's messy. I think that's why my boyfriend bought me a vacuum for my desk. Alright, so we're going to do this stuff real simple. First I'm going to do is, I'm using liquid glue. You use your preference, whatever you love to do. I like this because it gives you forgiveness, because a lot of times I'm cockeyed. I'll admit it. I am not perfect at all. And by the way, my base is crumb cake. I didn't say that before. So it says there, and now I can write on that. And then I got this. You can glue it on flat, but I stepped it up a little bit. And I use Stampin' Dimensionals. Oh, they're right here. So I'm going to add some of those. Like so. Like her. I'm going to sit there. Peel them off. Like that. Well, I have to glue this down. Silly. Silly me, I'm forgetting steps. So that lovely stacked stone. It'd look good by itself. But I always have to go an extra. Yeah, I like this side better. So I'm going to center that like so. Now, I'll go like this, like that. And then I'm going to add some dimensionals to this, my sediment. Like that. I want to put it upside down. And I'm going to center that the best I can in between, like so. And then I can do all kinds of stuff, but for people that are starting out, you know, it gets expensive after a while. So I'm going to show you a cool trick with the rhinestones and your alcohol markers. So I'm going to take the dark balmy blue and I'm going to take the fat end, like so. And I'm going to color the ones I want to use. And it'll give it just that color. Like that. Thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna go like, I'm just gonna randomly place them. I'm doing 3s because odd numbers tend to look better to the eye. So I'm gonna do our fantastic 3. And yeah, I want another couple too. I think, yeah. I'm gonna get these 2 lonely little crystals over here. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. And I'm using my Take a Pic tool, which I don't know how to live without. It comes with all kinds of stuff. There. No, I'm gonna move that right there. And then I'm gonna put one right down in here, I think. And the leaves, maybe. It'll let go. There. Simple as can be. There it is. These make absolutely beautiful cards. I can't underestimate that. But yeah, that's one of those little neat tricks that I learned from my friend Tammy. Was another demonstrator that you don't need all the colors. If you have the alcohol markers and just the basic rhinestones, you can sit there and color them. It's really fabulous. And you'd have to do it with an alcohol marker because it's permanent, because otherwise the other ones would wipe off. But that's all she wrote for tonight. But I do have a goodie for the entire month. If the Garden Birdhouse is on your order and you order from me, you'll get 2 pre-cut cards from here, so you can actually make your own. And if you would like, you could help me out by sharing my video. I'd absolutely love it. And I'm going to post the replay. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys again next week. Night all.